The story of Nylon the Hedgehog, Chapter 1. Once living in the dark shades of the Emerald Forest with his brother Tyrox the Echidna, who was adopted, Nylon, spelled incorrectly, was living a carefree lifestyle. Then
Nyle.
G.U.N found this forest and invaded his home and captured Nylon and Tyrox.
Oh my god.
He's confused on why this has happened to him and his brother. He demanded to know what was going on. G.U.N knew they were building a shrine just like the one on Angel Island. Nylon was doing this in secrecy behind Tyrox's box.
It's secrecy.
Back. I know. Nylon, what was the purpose of building an emerald sign? We have no emeralds. Not yet, Tyrox. G.U.N knew he wanted the emeralds as bad as they did. Nylon had a Chaos Emerald at one time, just holding it in his hand, made him feel the power.
Ellipses.
Nylon was determined to find all the Chaos Emeralds and withhold the power. Just an act of curiosity. He knew of Sonic the Hedgehog and all the others.
Hold on.
Fight alongside them.
Withhold
He was
the
not
power?
nearly as powerful. With the help of the
Withhold the
emeralds,
power.
he could be as more powerful as ever. More powerful as ever.
You are powerful as ever.
G.U.N wanted to study the power of the Chaos Emeralds as well, so they told Nylon to go find the one named Rouge the Bat.
Oh,
Team
no.
up with her to find the emeralds,
Oh, no.
then betray her and give the emeralds to G.U.N. Wait a second, he was captured though. Also, Rouge worked for G.U.N in the game.
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry, my Sonic fanfictions need a little bit higher quality. I'm
Yeah,
gonna drink
I'm
some
sorry.
milk.
Stone 13-year-old Nyle didn't get his shit together.
Hold on, we gotta at least continue.
I'm
We
good.
gotta keep moving.
I had to drink some milk.
That's fine.
He
Hey,
searched all
every
over
pothole
for
drink
this
milk.
Rouge and finally found her in a city called Station Square.
A city
to a
called
bank.
Station-
Nylon saw this beautiful bat and was stunned.
Oh
I'm done.
No, you can't. Come back here.
I forgot.
It's over. It's over.
Are you rude? Double question mark, he shouted. Ah, you must be Nylon. G.U.N warned me about you. You want all the Chaos Emeralds, don't you? Yes? Okay, good. You can stick with me then. You look like a nice man that can help me. Nylon smiles, still confused in what he is supposed to do. Long story short, G.U.N eventually found the two stealing Chaos Emerald and took all of them. Rouge, and she saw that Nylon was on their side. Rouge, Nylon, why? Nylon winked at Rouge, hoping she would understand. Sorry, Matt. I'll work alone. Not with you. Not with G.U.N. Not with anyone. Nylon jumped up and beat the living crap out of the gun guard. Rouge tossed the emeralds to him, even though he took them from them. So I don't know why she had one. He caused him to go super and used his gravity chaos bomb to clear every guard in the facility. He took Rouge by the hand and winked. He flew away with her in his hand. He said, well, I guess this makes us a team, huh? Rouge nodded and flew alongside Nylon. He continued.
I would just like to point out that this specific chapter has 137 views, and someone favorited it.
Oh my god. What have I
I
done?
guarantee Nyle himself.
And this is only chapter 1.
Taco needs to read if this is going that direction.
I totally agree.
Oh
I
no.
totally agree.
Oh
Go
no.
ahead.
Oh no.
Because I feel like she could put a whole lot of emotion behind
I was trying
I
to
need.
be serious so I don't laugh the whole time.
Alright,
We're gonna
let's
get
go all the way
kinds of
emotion.
We're going all emotion.
Yeah.
I
So-
want her to read all of
So
Rouge's
you mean
stuff about
flaccid
that.
Listen,
fish, right?
All I'm gonna say is if they have sex, I think I'm just gonna throw in the towel. I'm just gonna give up on my dreams. I'm gonna go work at Carl's. I don't know who Carl is.
You don't remember this at all? So,
Carl
I don't
Toast.
remember any of this. I don't remember anything.
I know exactly when this happened.
Oh
After
my
we played
God.
Borderlands.
Yep. Okay. All right.
This was
I'll
June
talk to you.
4th, 2010.
Alright, Otaku, destroy him.
Are you ready? You're not ready. Of course you're not ready.
I'm ready.
You want me to read that whole thing over?
No, just the second paragraph. Start the second paragraph.
Alright. Nylon and Rouge were walking down the street of Metropolis when they heard the sounds of a girl that sounded very mad. They walked over to the hedgehog but stood far away as she was in the middle of battle. Her strength was incredible! She fought like a warrior. No, even better. With one swift hit of anything she could find, she could completely destroy an enemy. Nylon was amazed. Wow!
Oh my god.
Would you like me to continue?
Please,
Yes.
don't stop.
Please.
Don't stop. I never wanted to stop.
Rouge glanced at Nylon. She's not that tough.
Oh, she's jealous.
Nylon walked over to the hedgehog and
jealous.
asked her name. The name's Zoe. Zoe the hedgehog. Are you one of those?
Quick question. Did we know a Zoe the Hedgehog, by the way? Which is a normal question if you play Second Life. Did we know a Zoe the Hedgehog?
We knew a Zoe Marlone who had a fan character.
And that was her. Did I have a
This is
crush
that
on this
Zoe,
girl?
Yes.
Did you have a crush on this girl?
Yes, you had a crush on this girl. You had a crush on
Okay.
any girl who talked to you in that game.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, continue.
Are you one of those gun Mobians? Nylon shook his head and explained to Zoe about their quest for the Chaos
I
Emeralds.
like how I'm just gone. Tyrax is gone.
Tyrex went away.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Talk about the ladies.
Hey, I was gonna
It's
say
all about the
Nylon gets both the girls. You don't understand.
Nylon told them he was very upset that they were fighting, and so they kissed.
I can see where this story's going 100%. I love it. Let's do
Then
it.
Nylon brings up the gravy boat.
No. the gravy train.
And Tyrax comes out of the gravy like a Jeep. It's gravy, Tyrax.
It's gravy time.
Oh,
Oh my god.
all right.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
This hurts. This hurts my soul.
We're not done yet, though. Now, that quest sounds fairly easy, right? Looking for Chaos Emeralds and running from G.U.N. Well, that's all about to change. We could use a strong girl like you on our team. Zoe looked at him and said, "You're after Eggman too, huh?" Nylon laughed at the ridiculous name.
What else would we after?
Who?
Sonic.
Zoe explained the story of Sonic and Eggman's
Sonic is
past.
in this chapter. But in the last chapter, you knew who Sonic was and wanted to fight alongside him.
You know what?
Consistency.
Hey, things get fucking rewritten all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Retcon.
Redcon. In the
Same
remake.
chapters. You know. It's the
Oh my
same
god.
book. Retcon the next chapter. It's fine. Comment in writing. Ask anybody.
Oh my
Don't worry, there's
Oh,
a lot of
God.
strength to break out in this chapter.
Strength. Oh gosh.
Alright, continue.
Zoe explained the story of Sonic and Eggman's past and how she knew him.
Eggsman.
X-Men.
Eggmans.
Eggman's past and how
He's
she.
the-
how
He's the
she
Eggman. That's what he is.
She was in the forest one day, then abducted. Abducted.
Abducted.
Abducted.
Don't worry, I've been abducted.
She done got abducted.
Look at the same
Is that
paragraph.
supposed to? I'm about to say. Is that supposed to be like Doc Ock, but abducted?
Yes.
It's the Doc Ock from the end of the N64 Spider-Man game.
Yeah, that one.
Monster Ock.
It's-
Everyone remembers that game.
Me and you do. Oh,
That's
No
true.
popcorn.
The-
Alright, anyways,
abducted.
Eggman is
abducted by Eggman as an experiment to
Eggmans.
study the hedgehog's features and ways of doing stuff.
Ways of doing stuff,
And doing stuff?
ways of doing stuff.
you know.
I must know the
Darker
ways
stuff.
of doing stuff.
Nyle was like a
Trivial
chain
stuff.
smoker when he he wrote this.
The chain's pot smoker.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
god.
Mom, how many credit cards can you open for my Domino's?
Like the bank.
I need to eat the Domino's and write the Sonics fan fiction.
It's the
How
most
to
important
do.
thing in my life. It's all I have.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
She was forced to do his labor while trapped on his chains and such.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Eh.
Me too.
It's
Me
a little
too.
bit weird.
As
now.
she was being used as a
She's
slave.
trapped on chains.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh man.
I-
Okay. Well.
I think you saw. I think you saw Slave Leia one too many times when you were writing this.
I think that's what I was
The
going
poster,
for.
even though it's like 30 years later.
Eggman is Java.
No, he had a separate poster of Java, 7 times the size. Questionable.
Chaos,
No, with his fan art of Zoe just like taped to the underneath it.
Taped under Java.
Exactly.
His face on Java.
Why did I do this? Why is it gotta be like this? Okay. Alright, well, let's do it. And then we gotta finish it with 3. We have to. I have to do
Your
it.
Zoe was after.
Oh gosh. She began to build up the strength to break out, and she did. Zoe was after
I was worried
Eggman
about that.
and ready to destroy, but he fled like a little baby.
Babies can't run.
They can run.
They can
I-
run super fast, man.
I won't stop until I destroy him. Nylon noticed her odd-looking hammer. Nice. Hammer? Looks like it could do some damage. I've had this thing ever since I escaped Eggman's base. To defeat him with his own weapon I stole from the armory will be most pleasurable.
It's really weird. That's creepy.
Nylon nodded and said, well, let's get going then. We have a long way ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
To be continued. Same Nylon time, same Nylon channel. Goodbye.
No.
Subscribe to this intro on YouTube.
Dude, I can see why this has hundreds of views.
Oh, yeah.
Epic.
Chapter
Epic
3.
conclusion.
Chapter
Hold
3.
on.
I would say this
Hold
one
on,
has
I need to
189.
drink.
This one has 189 views, by the way, this chapter.
Oh my
Says
god.
this is to be continued in Nylon and Tyrock. Do you remember the note card, Nile?
Note card?
You made a note card of our fan characters'
Oh
backstories.
gosh, yeah. Nylon the Hedgehog, Chapter 3. Nylon the Hedgehog, Chapter 3.
Bad.
Wylon.
Wandering
still
down, wandering down the cold
Wandering
streets
down
of
the cold
Metropolis.
streets of Metropolis,
Nylon.
Nylon. It's like,
Shut your mouth.
It's like a song.
Hey, we're in the middle of a chapter. We need to get this through, man.
We haven't even started
I
this
need to know. I need to know.
Nylon can't help but wonder what that strange noise is that's coming from behind him. It sounds like a cow. A big,
Crow.
long,
It
crow.
says crow.
Crow. A big, large crow. Anyone hear that noise?
We don't talk about it.
Let's move on. We don't talk. Nothing will get even 300 yards close to me, and nothing will get even 300 yards close to me and my hammer. See, it's really good because the writer doesn't tell you who's talking. You just gotta guess.
Yes, yeah. It could be any of those 3.
It's interactive.
At least you remember the hammer was hers.
Yep.
It was obviously the crow.
They kept walking down the road as a giant burst of light appeared. Whoa! What is that? Stand your guard,
W-O-A.
Nylon, and be ready. Nylon grasps his chaos.
Here's the chaos
emerald in his hand and
absorber.
absorbs power. Then closes his eyes and says in his mind while focusing all his power. Chaos control. He can chaos control, by the way. He can just totally do that. Did I mention he's badass? Yeah.
It's inherent. I mean, he's the best of Sonic and Shadow, right? I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah. Him and the other 2 were teleported onto the highest building in hope the blast won't affect it. Nylon, how? No time, Rouge, just stay behind me. Nylon jumps off the roof to find himself on the tail of a giant robotic bird and grinds up the neck to the head and uses his homing attack to bust it open. There you go, Sig. That's free.
You grind up the
That's
neck.
This
I like
caused
how
the
he
bird to be
finds
knocked
himself on the tail of the bird. He didn't do it intentionally. He didn't
No, he
know where
finds
he was
himself there.
jumping. He just jumped off the roof. He was gonna end it all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he didn't even see the bird until he landed on it.
After this, my God.
Dirty.
I've already finished my bottle of lolly.
Oh,
Lolly,
sweet.
lolly, lolly, get your adverbs here.
Lolly,
This caused the bird to be knocked down, and his neck twitched to fling Nylon onto the side of a building. He jumped from the side of each building to confuse it, and used Chaos Control to go behind it and climb up the tail and break open the torso. The beast started to fly off the air.
Okay.
No
Well,
use for
let's
hammer.
tune in next week. Going off the air for today, folks.
No, this is the finale. The finale. We gotta get through it.
No.
Well,
He was
Woody
saying
and Jesse
because
making it
we're going
across the
off
canyon.
air. You think you were going off the air now, pal? Okay, where was it? So he used your hammer to shoot a rope out of the bottom handle, and Nylon
Excuse.
grabbed it.
Excuse.
Ooh,
Excuse.
grabbed it, didn't she?
Spun around the metal beast as much as he could to catch it up in the rope. Finally tying it up, they trapped it to the ground, making sure it
No
won't get
reason to tie
away.
it up with an extra E. And an I.
After it fell to the ground, Ruse flew Zoe to the center of the beast, and she bashed open the middle torso
Torse.
of the beast and was inside the cockpit. And
Thank you,
operator
it's
was an
okay.
Eggman robot.
You're so
And
welcome.
that's the
I
best
love
sentence
the
I've ever
burst
written.
of air.
And operator was an Eggman robot. It's beautiful. Zoe backed up and looked at the floor. It was true. It was all true. I wanted to tell you sooner, but I was worried about you. Nylon looks confused. What? The Eggman robot awakened and stood up. I am the Eggman Mecha Mega.
Good. I like your choices of capitalization.
Eggman Mecha Mega is the world's ultimate robot form. Trust me on this. He was created 4 days after Dr. Eggman was defeated on that horrible day of disaster.
Which horrible day was this?
Day of
no.
disaster, Attacker.
It was March
It's the
7th,
day of disaster.
obviously.
1927.
It's been 2 years since Eggman's passing, and I pulled a Batman. It's Joker's dead in this one story. Eggman's dead. Since Eggman's passing, and the world is still paying for it, Eggman would let his work die, so he built EMM.
He would let his
He
work.
would let it. He would. He'd be okay. He'd be chill with it. It's fine. He built EMM to keep his fear alive. Nylon asked Ruse for the Chaos Emeralds, and she tossed them to him. Chaos Gravity attack! After the attack, the 6 buildings around them were all fallen, but EMM stood still. Of course it did. He raced into the air.
They
ready
became
to
less
destroy all
important.
Targets. Yeah, less.
Lowercase. EMM.
His eyes turned red.
This shit got DBZ as fuck.
No, not yet. You gotta wait. Wait till you see his attack.
Okay, ready.
His eyes turned red and charged up a gravity push laser.
Wait, where's that?
Gravity push laser.
Oh,
It's right after destroy all targets.
That's how you spell laser if you're in the 70s and in a band named
Zoe
Laser.
jumped in with her hammer and
So
slammed
hammered,
it
slammed
into
on the ground.
causing a shield to cover all 3 of them.
You can
After the
take over.
blast, Nylon ran up to him. He was ready to attack, but suddenly EMM got up and flew away as fast as he could.
It was insane. Where
Fuck
does he go?
this shit, I'm out.
Eggman. Eggman Space.
Myself.
Eggman Space hold a machine called the MMUPR, Mega Mecha Ultra Powered.
For recharge! MM upper. Fuck you, Nile.
It's a mupper. It's a mupper.
Mega Mecha ultra powered.
Mupper for short.
Oh my god.
He owns a machine called the Mupper.
Only way
Got him
he
with the
could
bumper.
survive. The only way to stop him, keep him from recharging in his tank. Sounds easy. You might think, but his power is uncontrollable. More than you think. Then spelled wrong then. Then we'll have to risk it all to be continued.
And it never
Oh,
was.
never did.
And it never was and never
Boy, I
will.
hope it never will.
Never will be.
No, I think you need to finish that story. Anything else in life?
I'm
like-
charging up my
No,
mupper.
let's just, if you go to the profile page for Nylon the Hedgehog and look under his favorites tab.
Oh no, I'm afraid. Yes.
No, there's one thing there. Just
Oh. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
wow.
we found
Wow, Nyle.
the cause.
What happened? What?
Your only thing in your favorites on that account is ASCII art of a weed leaf.
Oh, there it is.
Jesse the Hedgehog.
So now
Oh god, yes. Okay, let's get off the art.
you were like 12 or 13 when this all happened, right?
Yes.
Let's get off TV.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Oh my
and
goodness.
because
Jesse the Hedgehog's like, hey Nile,